Okay, today, Maths is Life is going to talk about an important topic in GS2, Pythagoras rule. Pythagoras rule. It's a very interesting section because it's one of the simplest topics, but it has a relationship to other topics. So that's why I want to discuss it today and enlighten the followers on the importance of this topic and its application. So, first, I'll look at Pythagoras rule. It has a rule, it has a law. The Pythagoras rule, before I take the law, it deals with a right angle triangle. For instance, look at this. This is a right angle triangle. And in this right angle triangle, there are three things I need to identify. I have the longest side, which is directly opposite the angle 90. And this is the hypotenuse. Then, this side and this other side, they are called the adjacent side. Adjacent. What does the Pythagoras rule state? The Pythagoras rule states that the square on the hypotenuse, the square on this particular hypotenuse here is equal to the sum. That is when you add these other two sides, these other two adjacent sides together. You see, it's equal to the sum of the square on the other two sides. So, for instance, I have two adjacent sides and one hypotenuse. For instance, I have here as x. Look at it carefully. And then I have here as what? Let's say 3 cm. This is x cm. And here will be what? 4 cm. Let me assume. Then I'll say find the value of x. Find the what? The value of x. What will I do here? I've already seen that this is not dealing with the angle. I'm looking for the length of the hypotenuse. Another name they call it, sometimes we call it the slant height when we are dealing with other topics. The slant height. Now, because I know that this question is related to the Pythagoras rule, I will just quickly apply the rule. The rule states that the square on the hypotenuse, what's on my hypotenuse here? The hypotenuse is x. So when I square the hypotenuse, the rule says that it's equal to the sum of the square. That means when I add these two adjacent sides together, so the sum of the square, that is 4 square plus what? 3 square. This is the rule. The rule is saying that the sum of the square on the hypotenuse is equal to the sum of the square on the other two sides. So when I have this, I come back to normal simplification. So here will be x squared is equals to 16 plus 9. So here will be x squared is equals to what? 25. What should I do here? I'll take the square roots of both sides. Take the what? The square root of what? Both sides. I have x squared equals to 25. If I want to take the square root of both sides, what will I do here? I'll quickly say, okay, this will be root x all squared is equals to square root of what? 25. So these two will cancel these roots. And x will be equals to, remember, each time you are taking the square root of any number, let's say this is 25 now, the answer will be what? Plus or minus what? 5. So the length of the hypotenuse here now is what? 5 cm. This is the full application of Pythagoras rule. Okay, look at this next question. I have double triangle. I tell every student that once you are seeing something that is looking complex, try to split them. I can form two right angle triangles from here. What can I quickly do? I'll come here and sketch the first one. I'll come here and sketch the second one. Now the first one has the right angle, and this has its own what? Right angle. If you observe, the vertical height is y, the hypotenuse here is 9, and the adjacent is what? It's 9 here. Y here, the adjacent here is x. If you observe, I have two common boundaries. What is relating the two triangles together? So I have y and x. So look at this. On a quicker note, what will you quickly do here? Here will be, since I am not looking for the hypotenuse, I will definitely what? Subtract. Eh? So here will be, I'll go now, this is 15 square. Remember what I said about the rule. The rule says that the square on the hypotenuse is equal to the sum of the square, that is y square plus what? 9 square. So if I have this is 225. 15 square means 15 times 2, which is equals to y squared plus what? 81. This is normal maths. I will go back to collecting my like terms quickly. So I can have it to be y squared is equals to 225 minus what? 81. And when I have this, y squared is equals to what? 144. Like what I did previously, I will just take the square root, which will be square root of what? 144. And what will be my y? My y will be what? My y will be equals to, let me put it here so which is equals to 12 cm. Now observe what I have done here. I have been able to get the value of y. So this y now I can easily put here and write what? 12. Remember they say we should find the value of what? X and what? Y in the figure below. Without this y on this first triangle, you will not be able to get x. So I'll come here quickly and say, and now I'm looking for what? The hypotenuse. So I'll quickly add x squared is equals to 12 squared plus what? 5 squared. So come here, x squared is equals to 144 plus what? 25. X squared is equals to 169. What will I do from here? I'll just take my square root of both sides, so which is x is equals to the square root of what? 169, while x is equals to what? 13. This is the simplest procedure and the easiest way to simplify questions under this topic when you have double triangles joined together. Pythagoras rule.